Today is the day that I am taking the smart route. Um, the smart thing to do really is can be looked at in two different ways. Stop trading completely, and just like cigarettes, stopping cigarettes cold turkey and move on and find something else to do and be more productive. The other smart thing is to retool, figure out what I need to do, don't spend any more money, paper trade, and then figure out the solution. Once I figure out the solution in paper with real-time data, then I can go back in and figure out and then start making improvements and having positive results. Those are the two smart things. So for the past couple of days, here's what I did. I put in 1,000, and the next day I lost 1,000, and then today I put in 500 and I lost 500. Now there seems to be a correlation. I thought, okay, I didn't see this in the past. It's like cooking a frog in cold water. First, you slowly turn up the heat until the frog realizes what's going on, but it's too late. So it seems like the stock market is just the same way. In this case, though, somehow, and it was percolating, it was warming up, and it was taking every penny that I had and just pocketing it. Even on the greatest days of the bull run that was occurring, I was treading water. I was making and losing, even though the green days outnumbered the red days. I would just give everything back, even though the days were so promising and all the pros were saying that it was the greatest year of their lifetime, and people were able to retire because they were doing so well. Today is a break. I'm gonna take a break for the next 6 months. For the next 6 months, I'm going to work with a former engineering manager. I will send information to him, whether he responds or not. He's got so many employees that he has to attend to, but I will send it to him so that he can look at it, and maybe he will have some feedback. So what I plan to do, as of today, after losing $500, and I'm thinking, the stupid in me finally cracked like an eggshell. It looks like Halley's Comet just struck the egg, and it just shattered the eggshell, and finally reason has exploded into my cranium. And I'm making this recording for you, the future me. And when you look back on this, hopefully you'll laugh, and you'll enjoy this moment, because the present me don't know whether I'm going to be successful even after 6 months of paper trading and scheduling and doing things. So what I plan to do is I have to make sure that I have the right setup, as mentioned in TD Ameritrade, the group chat that's in TD Ameritrade. One of the guys, Roddy K, seems to be he's very helpful. Whoever that person is, very, very helpful. He mentioned this point. He says, are you having issues with the setup or following the rules? And I told him, both. It's both. So I need to figure that out. I need to concretely solidify my understanding of those things. I can't be lazy anymore. Being lazy is one of the most detrimental thing for a day trader, because I have to do the background work, study hard, very hard. I have to study the setups, study the news, and figure out how it impacts certain stocks. And I haven't done that. And I haven't explored each setups and how each setup works in certain times of the year, certain market conditions, certain things. So pinpointing the probability and its behavior of, for instance, earnings. Okay, how does that number fit into how the stock behaves in certain market conditions, so that I can choose a certain point? So if the whole point is for me to become an analyst of the stock so that I can see where the direction is and make the proper risks and then take the trade. And once I take the trade, if I'm wrong and if my thesis is incorrect because I did not, for instance, did not do enough research to figure, most likely I didn't do enough research to figure out the path and the direction and the volatility and the risk involved, right? So that means that I have not done the homework in order to ensure that I'm doing the right things. So that's the first part. The second part is being regimental, being secure in the rules that I have and believing in those rules so that I will follow them. This rule that I made today, which is to take a break. This is a rule that I made, and I hope to, even if the stock market is so tantalizing that I cannot hold off, I will hold off for the next 6 months. I'm going to thoroughly prepare myself. Even if I feel that I'm ready, I'm going to doubly and triply, quadruply be ready. And once I become quadruply ready and I spend all my time, instead of clicking through news and watching sports and watching little kitties, cute little kitties doing these things, I'm not going to click on those. I will strictly go to church, and God and faith will only be with the church. And if I need to send an email to my spiritual director, I will do that maybe once a week, okay, at most. I love my faith. Right now, God wants me to get out of the homeless shelter and save enough money, make it into a prosperous business so that I can get into my own home or an apartment. If I am successful, that I can just jump into an apartment and live there until I can save enough money to buy a house. The car that I have is reaching, it was bought in 2016, so that's about 6 years old. And the lifespan of the car is for maybe 4 more years, and it'll have some problems. I have food. The shelter provides me food with shelter, so I can live there. I have clothes that keeps me warm and keeps me secure throughout the 4 seasons in Boise, Idaho. I have surrounded myself with good Christian brothers and the best buddy that I have. And fortunately for me, I just ate a donut. It's Friday at Office Evolution. It's free when I make the monthly payment. So fortunately for me, even though my fingers feel like it has arthritis because I grab things, I do things with dishes. I'm a dishwasher at a West Side drive-in. When I get back from work, I feel like my whole body is aching, and when I wake up, I drag my feet because all my joints are hurting. This is a job for a young man, not a 53-year-old man. But I hope to be successful. This is a day that I truly follow this rule. I'm going to take a break. This break allows me to study and practice. And practice makes perfect. And I'm going to do that. If it takes me longer than 6 months, I will do this because I have chosen. You see, life events occurred, which makes it impossible for me to return to engineering. Nobody will hire me. I found that out. And so this is the only viable solution that I have before me. Once I figure out how to day trade, and become prosperous, then I will take that, and I have several other businesses that I wish to launch, and then I will get back into the fully. I wish to light a fire in my faith. So this is a declaration to myself. And if I somehow become weak and I feel like I'm tired on this journey, I have to make this into a 4-year college education. There will be exams, there will be quizzes, there will be results, there will be check marks on certain action requirements that I need to take. If I do not take these actions, then there will be consequences. The consequences is prolonging my time within this break. I have to put in the time, even if I'm tired from working 12 hours at the restaurant, running around, and my body aches and I am so tired. I have to do this. I have to make sure. And at the possibility of losing my other eye, the lifestyle that I have is overwhelmingly sickening to me, that it's propelling me to move in the right direction, and this break is seriously needed. And I'm going to journal this progress, this break, every moment, so that I can look back. I want to compile the things that I've done in order to move forward and making changes and retooling myself. And I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel so that I will look back. I will look back and see what I did to retool myself every step of the way. Spreadsheets, results, actions taken, and how I'm going to manage this into fully blooming and recovering into something, a solution that will allow me to become that 7% of the people who make money in the stock market. And I look forward to that day. And oh my, trading is so hard. It is so hard. And yeah,